Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Guys, I know it's been a minute, been a while since well, it's only been like 3 days since I posted um one of my latest videos, but I just really wanted to come on and talk to everybody because I really want y'all guys, I want all my 9,000, well, yeah, nearly 9,200 YouTube viewers and everybody to understand what's going on and why it's taking so long for the book to be released. And hold on, for those that really want the book, I mean, I've showed you guys the book, like I said, multiple times before. Here it is right here. I hope you guys can see. Released July 30th, 2023. If you want the first copy, guys, you're gonna have to either email me or DM me. I'll put all the stuff in the chat. But I just wanted you guys to see. Okay. But yeah, that's what it looks like, guys. And like I said, guys, nothing's for free. I gotta make money too, and I'm supporting you guys. Everything that I do is for my members and for you guys. That's why I've already this will be the 330th um episode, 330 YouTube videos that I've completed, and I've only had this channel for a year. So I really think I'm very grateful for all the love and support that I'm getting. You know, not just and for Whitney Houston, Whitney, Bobby Christina, and Bobby Brown Jr. Not because of the way they died, and I want them. I don't. I want to want. We're seeking justice for them, guys. That's basically what I'm trying to say, and and we will get justice for them. I'm definitely going to help Leola get justice for them. Most definitely, it's just taking a lot longer to do what it's going to take longer for me to get everybody together. And what my main goal is to get 1,000 subscribers. I have the viewers, and I want that to continue boosting as well, but that's the main thing I'm working on right now, is the boosting the subscribers. And that's why I'm telling you guys, I'm staying on here giving y'all information every day. So I think, just about every day. And I think y'all should support me because I'm supporting you guys. You know what I mean? But yeah. I'm not gonna stay on here too long with you guys, too long tonight, guys. I just wanted to come on and talk to y'all about everything that I have planned for my members and subscribers, and everything that I got going on basically. But yeah, let me like the like. Make sure y'all hit the like button, guys. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for the second person that hit the like button. I have to, because I mean, people come on here and say that they love me and they like me and they appreciate everything that I'm doing. And I love that so much. But support me. I mean, Jesus, all these viewers and stuff I got, why can't I just get the subscribers up? That's all I'm focused on right now, guys. And I appreciate, not this ain't to my members and everybody that is, continuing to support me, nearly, I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about those that are not, you know, that feel some type of way about certain things. Guys, we all you shouldn't feel any type of way. Those that ain't supporting, if we all, can support, guys. You know, I'm staying on here each night and day, giving y'all information about Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina that y'all probably don't know. And to be honest with you guys, I didn't know everything about Whitney. I didn't know all this stuff that happened to her, about her, somebody jumping her. And because if you go back, look at the autopsy, guys. That's why a lot of people they ain't gonna tell you guys this stuff, the information that I'm telling you about Whitney. about all the bruises that were on her, 10 gashes on her chest. She had contusions in her head. I mean, something's wrong with that picture. And, after whoever, like I said, guys, I only have one copy of the book. And I know that sounds crazy, but I haven't really gotten in contact with my publicist to, my publicist don't really have much to do with that, but they really do. Every YouTuber has one publicist, and I want to get that also clear with you guys. A lot of people don't understand that. With every YouTuber, once you reach a certain status, it don't even matter about really much the subscribers. Once you get enough viewers, I think you get a publicist. Everybody gets one. But anyway, guys, I'm getting off topic. But the main subject right now is um I just have a lot to talk to you guys about, a lot. You know, I know I haven't been coming on posting as normally like I have been, but I'm going to get better with that, and that's why I want you guys to come on here and tell me what type of suggestions, what videos do you guys want to see? Are you tired of me talking about Whitney? Do you want to hear about something new? Give me you guys' suggestions. I need to know. You know what I mean? That's as me as a content creator and YouTuber, I need to know y'all's idea. If y'all want me to continue to talk about Whitney? There's a lot of people seem like they're very interested in hearing about more about what happened to Whitney, because it's a lot of stuff is uncovered. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into everything that I gotta talk about, guys, because there's a lot. But yeah, basically what I was trying to mainly say in that sentence, guys, is don't hesitate to support me. And Miss Leola, she's got, I'm sure she's got a bunch of support. But I'm just saying, don't hesitate to support me either, guys. I'm trying to get the camera right so y'all can see the TV. Okay. Let me know, guys, if y'all can see. I need to know. You should be able to see pretty good, though.
About it, so she had some authority here.
When I heard the track,
Right.
her verse wasn't finished, or it's not the verse that is on right now. And Quavo told me like to get on the song, and I just felt like it's a perfect opportunity for me to be on a track that is something that's big like them.
True. Now let's talk about why Cardi B would have any feelings about Nicki's verse, because like she said, she was at the beginning of her career, so to file a complaint is pretty, intense. Not like she filed anything. She probably just spoke to the Migos. But the original rap actually called out Cardi by name. She said, "I'm with a couple bad bees that will rip the party. If Cardi the QB, I'm Nick Lombardi." And then it goes into, I believe the original verse. I don't know why Cardi B would have an issue with Nicki Minaj calling her out. Maybe someone can comment below and explain. I thought QB was quarterback.
Trying to do my
I don't know why that would be bad. Nicki Minaj tweeted, "How can you say someone changed their verse and forgot to say Quavo told me to remove my singing part, which I loved, and Atlantic told me to remove your name from my verse per your request. So how were those changes going to happen if I didn't change my verse?" So Cardi did that interview and people were not about it. And Nicki said, "Hey, how are you going to tell this story but not tell them that I used your name and that you had my singing part removed?" And there was just a lot that you requested and the changes were made. So why didn't you explain what they were?
Nicki Minaj straight up said, "I'm with a couple bad that'll rip the party. If Cardi is the QB, I'm Nick Lombardi." So it had to get changed to, "If Quavo is the QB, I'm Nick Lombardi." So as you can see, Nicki Minaj had to take out Cardi's name because according to Nicki Minaj, Cardi did not want her name in it. So the thing is, Nicki Minaj is saying that Cardi B is being messy. If you're going to mention the fact that the song was changed, why didn't you mention that you were the one that wanted it changed?
I kind of understand where Nicki Minaj is coming from, because in that interview with Cardi, it seemed like she was almost trying to talk crap about the verse that Nicki had produced. And essentially, I mean, again, I don't understand why it's really a bad mention. It's not like I don't think it's like a threat or anything, that original line. So I don't know why Cardi would be upset, but I think that it was kind of maybe like shady to Nicki's like talents, and then she didn't really properly explain why it was changed in the first place, because I believe it was approved by the record label. They had to go back and then get new changes, and that's what Nicki had to abide to.
The only thing with Cardi that really
Gotta get my thumbnail right, guys. There we go. I love you guys, and I thank you guys so much for all the love. I appreciate it so much. And that's why I come on here and talk to you guys and try to tell y'all something real, if you know what I mean. Because a lot of these YouTubers, they're not going to tell you the real deal, but I'm straight up. So. Hold on, maybe if I sit down and do the thumbnail, I don't know. Let me see. There we go. Now we're good, guys. I just want to do a few different poses with which thumbnails. Trying to, see which pose would have been, right for the thumbnail.
hurt my feelings was the first interview she did after Motorsport came out. I remember like when I first came in the game.
Being Nicki when
This is holiday gifting happiness. Because going back in time, this special gift tray
when it comes to her original verse. And I think Nicki's hurt by the situation because Cardi started dating one of the Migos. She had an iffy relationship with that group.
Allegedly, according to Nicki, Cardi B and the Migos wanted Nicki Minaj to look like the bad guy. Nicki Minaj being painted as the bad guy is what she's talking about in her song Chung Li.
So Nicki's next move is to put out a song titled Chung Li. In the song she raps, I get it, they're painting me out to be the bad guy. Well, it's the last time you're gonna see a bad guy do the rap game like me. She says they get on their keyboards and make me the bad guy, Chung Li, and it seems like she's kind of calling out what happened with this feature and then trying to make her look like she was hard to work with.
I wasn't dissing you. And then on Motorsport, you said I was dissing you because I called you a quarterback. When Lil Wayne said that was the best compliment I've ever given a female rapper ever. Then they said that I was dissing Offset on the Me and My Amigos. No, not Offset. That's a bar. That I wasn't dissing Offset, but she told him I was dissing him. But so they planted a lot of this, seeds for those people not to like me.
So tension between these two are at an all-time high, and then it is Fashion Week. And there's an interaction between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B at one of these New York Fashion Week parties. An eyewitness claims that Nicki Minaj was finished.
Oh, did y'all hear about, I know y'all already heard about this already, but did y'all hear about Rosalind Carter passing away? She died. I know y'all probably been already heard about that.
President Joe Biden has ordered flags at the White House and federal buildings to be lowered to half staff this Saturday in honor of Rosalind Carter. The former First Lady died at her home in Georgia on Sunday at the age of 96. She is most known for her work championing mental health research and acting as a trusted advisor to her husband, former President Jimmy Carter. CBS News national correspondent Manuel Bojorquez joins us now. Annie, thank you so much for being here. I've been reading so much about Rosalind Carter, her legacy as First Lady. You've been in Georgia covering this story. Tell me about that legacy and how people down in the Peach State are rallying to her side and across the country to the family side.
You know, it's so interesting. We talk about learning about her life, which we've been doing in the last several days here. You get a sense of how shy and timid she was growing up as a young woman in Plains, Georgia. But then as her husband began to seek political office, first state office here in Georgia, and then the White House, she really found some sort of confidence and some fire in her to really not just be a political wife, but in their view, political partners. And I think that's one of the things that's so remarkable. Some of the firsts that she had as a first lady, if you will, one is sitting in on cabinet meetings at the White House. That was something that a first lady had not done before. And it did ruffle some feathers, but she did not seem to mind that. And former President Carter didn't seem to mind it either. In fact, he called her, of course, his closest advisor, something she did really so that when they had private conversations later about the problems of the country and the world, they can really actually talk about it. But also, you mentioned the trying to destigmatize mental illness and improve mental health in this country and the way that it's treated. Only one other first lady before her, Eleanor Roosevelt, had gone before Congress. This was something that she went ahead and did and actually sought to enact some legislative changes to bring about changes to the way that
second part thumbnail. So I'm just trying to learn how to do this, guys, because I at the end I do have to do a thumbnail, so that's why I'm doing this. So if you guys wanted to know that. Okay.
the country talked about mental health, but also the way that it was treated in this country. So I think those are some of the really important items in her legacy as First Lady.
Manny, when President Carter went into hospice care a while ago, I went down to Plains, and I was really moved walking around President Carter's boyhood home, the home where the Carters lived up until Mrs. Carter's death a few days ago. And I'm wondering, what are the funeral plans? How are they going to incorporate at the Carter Center in Atlanta and the Carter Presidential Library and celebrate her legacy? How are they going to balance Atlanta and Plains? What are you hearing about all of those plans?
What we're hearing so far is that Monday there will be a wreath-laying ceremony at her alma mater, that's University in Americus, Georgia, which is not far from Plains. On Tuesday, there are some events and remembrances that are scheduled to be held here in Atlanta at the Carter Center. And then Wednesday of next week, there will be a procession through the streets of Plains where the public...
Most of our facilities are located in very small towns in rural America that historically have been starved.
It's the last image of former President Jimmy Carter and his First Lady Rosalind together at a peanut festival in Plains, Georgia 3 months ago. Theirs was a love story for the ages. Their 77-year marriage is the most enduring of any in presidential history. Rosalind spoke about their romance at their 75th wedding anniversary in 2021.
I didn't think I would ever get married. I didn't like boys. And then along came Jimmy Carter, and my life's been an adventure ever since. Thank you.
Rosalind was known as the Steel Magnolia, and during the Carter administration, she even sat in on cabinet meetings. Legendary ABC White House correspondent Sam Donaldson covered the Carters.
When Jimmy Carter announced, she had to be a strong helpmate because the world that paid any attention sort of laughed at him. I mean, who? He's running for what?
His presidency was dogged by crises. After his defeat by Ronald Reagan in 1980, she was his tireless partner in humanitarian efforts, especially for Habitat for Humanity, which builds homes across the globe.
At the end of the Habitat project, we always feel that Rose and I got more out of it than we put into it.
Jimmy Carter is now 99. He entered hospice care last February. And whatever happened to the Carters' most famous child, Amy, who we watched grow up in the White House? Now 56 years old, she is seen in this video posted just last month by her son, Hugo. Hugo recently appeared on the TV's Claim to Fame, a reality show in which contestants conceal their identities before revealing.
The nation is remembering former First Lady Rosalind Carter, who died yesterday just after entering hospice care. She was 96 years old. In a statement, former President Jimmy Carter called his wife his equal partner in everything he accomplished. Manny Bojorquez joins us now from the Carters' hometown of Plains, Georgia. Manny, it's fitting that you are there in Plains, Georgia, because that is where she and Jimmy Carter raised their children and built a life. How is she being remembered by family and leaders, not just here in the United States, but everywhere?
Well, you know, there's definitely a sense of sadness here about the passing of the former First Lady, but also gratitude at the fact that they decided to come back here to Plains, Georgia to live out the rest of their lives and really put it on the map for the public service that they did even after they were out of the White House. So the tributes have been pouring in. I want to go ahead and read through some of them for you. This one is from her son, Chip Carter. He said, "My mother was a great humanitarian in her own right. Her life of service and compassion was an example for all Americans. President Biden and First Lady Jill Biden said she did so much to address many of society's greatest needs, and we always felt the hope, warmth, and optimism of Rosalind Carter. Former President George W. Bush and former First Lady Laura Bush called her a woman of dignity and strength, and former First Lady Michelle Obama praised her, saying, her life is a reminder that our legacies are best measured not in awards or accolades, but in the lives we touch."
And so then what are the plans for Rosalind Carter's funeral?
Everything has been pushed back to next week, partly because of the Thanksgiving holiday that's coming up. So on Monday, there will be a wreath-laying ceremony at the University in Americus, not far from us. That is her alma mater. On Tuesday, there will be events at the Carter Center in Atlanta. And then Wednesday, there will be the private funeral and burial here in Plains, the service for friends and family over at Maranatha Baptist Church, which is where they famously volunteered. And then it will be a private burial at the Carter Estate here in Plains.
In Plains, Georgia, Manny, have you had a chance to just speak to regular folks about Rosalind Carter's passing?
Yeah, you know, there were some of the volunteers from the Carter Center that were out here pretty early before most folks really woke up. And you could see on their faces that there was the sadness of the day, but also, like we said before, the gratitude about what all of this means, the fact that the Carters made a name for themselves, not only here in Plains, Georgia, but across the world. So they're getting things ready. The street where we're on right now, this is the main street leading through town over to the Carter Estate. This is where the public will be allowed to line the procession route for the funeral. So they're trying to get everything in place for that next week.
All right, Manny, thank you.
T sensitivity is so common. It immediately feels like somebody's poking directly on their nerve. I recommend Sensodyne.
You're such a good listener, Thomas. It makes me feel so special.
You are special. If you don't mind, if you could just.
This makes me feel really special too.
Speaking of which, this next last friend turned a couple of heads, and she's got a cracking voice as well. The wonderful Miss Whitney Houston.
Friend, I knew and your boys went out to eat. Then they hung out, but you came home around 3. If 6 of y'all went out, then 4 would cheat. Yes, 1 or 2 of you had dinner. I found your credit card receipts. It's not right, but it's okay. I'm gonna make it anyway. Pack your bags up and leave. Don't you dare come running back to me. It's not right, but it's okay. I'm gonna make it anyway. Both of them hard to leave your key. Rather be alone than unhappy. The better you can leave some for me. Yes, I can. The phone rings, and then you look at me. I turn and look at me. Said it was one of your friends. Now I'm for street boy. So 1, 2, and 3. Show up on your quality. I go to office for you. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Get on, get on. Things I got to change, baby. You don't stand no chance for say yeah, 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 yeah. There's no more tears here for you to see. Really with you going out like that. See, I'm moving on, and I refuse to turn back. All this time, turns out you were making a fool of me. So I'm gonna make it anymore. And you leave your keys. Gotta be alone and happy. Alright, so keep on moving, make it anymore. And you leave your keys. Gotta be alone and happy.
Say goodbye to Park Place. All is fair, Monopoly.
I believe the children are future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone who fulfilled my needs. A lonely place to be. And so I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because of waiting, love is happening to me. I found the way to love inside of me. The greatest love of all. It's easy to achieve.
Y'all can sing all them songs, honey. Not jail. Just put on something. It don't matter. Anything.
If you feel good, if you're feeling good, put one hand in the air, say yeah. If you feel good, if you're feeling good, put one hand in the air, say yeah. Come on! If you feel good, if you're feeling good, put one hand in the air, oh yeah. In the love, oh, 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 oh. Hanging in the dark, stuck in my car, I know I'm looking for is staring in my face. Oh, they have a song, we feel a song, we strong and we dance the night away. Oh, I can see no way that he's making me feel this way about his love. I need for something like this, something
I don't want them to get me copyrighted, so I better not listen to these songs. No, I know they won't, guys. This is a live. Yeah, I've listened to music. Yes, before. It's all good. Y'all hit up the comments. Y'all don't never comment on my videos. And that's why I'm like, I stay up every night, y'all, giving y'all information. And I promise y'all, I have more videos coming. That's what I'm saying. Don't hesitate to support, because I'm always want to support you guys. So, you know, please do that for me. The least y'all can do, subscribe.
let's get from the phone and from the phone up in this dancery. We got y'all open, now you're open, so you got to dance for me. Don't need no in the spot tonight, and I'ma make you feel alright. Come on, baby, just party with me. Let loose and set your body free. Leave your situations at the door, so when you step inside, jump on the floor. Let's get it from in this dancery. Got y'all moving, now you know it, so you got to dance for me. Don't need no hateration, holleration. In this dancery, let's get it percolating while you're waiting. So just dance for me. It's gonna be about a matter of time before you get loose and start to lose your mind. Pop you a drink, go ahead and rock your eyes, 'cause we're celebrating Homer Drama in our lives. The three-track pump and everybody jumping. Go ahead and twist your back and get your body bumping. I can't believe your situation's out the door, so grab somebody and get your ass on the dance floor. Let's get it on in this dancery. Got y'all moving, now you know it, so you got to dance with me. Don't need no hateration, holleration. In this dancery, let's get it percolating while you're waiting. So just dance for me. Don't need no haters. Don't need no. Just try to love one another. We just want y'all to have a good time. No more drama in your life. Work real hard to make a dime. If you got beat, you're out, not mine. We all have BS outside. We gonna celebrate all night. Let's have fun tonight, no fight. Turn that rage back way up high. Making you dance all night, and I got some real heat for you this time. It doesn't matter if you're white or black. Let's get drunk 'cause Mary's back. Let's get drunk on in this dancery. Got y'all moving, now you know it, so you got to dance for me. Don't need no hateration, holleration. In this dancery, let's get it percolating.
Repeat the sounding joy. Kinder Joy. Open a world of surprise.
Children growing, women using, men go working, some go stealing. Everyone's got to make a living. I'm still ready to know. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. Where I go, I know where I came from. I'm beautiful by the box that I got. I'm still ready to know. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. Where I go, I know where I came from. Movie scripts, on 6 to J, go to this, I stay grounded as the amounts moving. I'm real life soldier. I'm really it's just me. Nothing funky, don't hate on me. What you get is what you see. I'm still ready to the back. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. Where I go, I know where I came from. By the rocks that I got. I'm still ready to the back. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. Where I go, I know where I came from. I'm down to earth like this, rocking this business. I've grown up so much. To all the lovers in the game, this song for you, baby. This song for you. To all the haters, it's time to you, baby. It's time to you. It's been a long, crazy week. All I want is a good time. Use my hands, use my feet, let it go tonight. Leave the stress at home. Tell the drama no. You ain't gonna kill my vibe. Oh no, I want you. You're what I need, and you already know what I want, what I need. So move me on the floor. I can feel your love. What my body's touch. If you want this feeling like me tonight, now throw your hands up. For the next 3 minutes, it's about the love. Baby, stand up. Let's sing all what you're looking for another. Baby, tell your man you love him. Let's tell the girl you love her. So throw your hands up. For the next 3 minutes, it's about the love. One time, I'm looking down on you. Never seen you burn out. I'm completely free. Life is way too short. Not as very long. Lord knows I'm doing me. So I'm alive, I never played. The songs that you play, the songs that you all the haters in the place. I ain't singing to you, baby. I ain't singing to you. Come on, throw your hands up. For the next 3 minutes, it's about the love. Baby, stand up, stand up. Sing what you're looking for another. Come on, tell the man you love him. Let's tell the girl you love her. Tell her you love her. So throw your hands up. Yeah, the next 3 minutes, it's about the love. Your lover ain't around. For me, you can't get down. Oh, come on. Hey, and if you hear me, I'm someone to hold on close. Alright, yeah. So throw your hands up, yeah. And baby, let me see you stand up. If you're single, it don't matter. No, 'cause this song.
Yeah, I can sing this to all of them. I'm gonna get that at it just from the movie. So make sure it's thumbs up, guys. Appreciate it.
Say that I love you, as a man. You're not here. Hold you tight, never let you out of my heart. It's my baby, my baby, it's my baby. Feel your heartbeat next to mine. Because you're not here.
Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, Melissa Joan Hart is here, talking her new movie, The Centicon, and what it was like to co-star with Wendy. And the holiday gift grab continues, with more chances for you at home to win. Plus, Wendy's breaking down all of today's hottest topics. Now, here's Wendy.
I'm doing great. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Welcome. Everybody. So, this relationship with Miley Cyrus and Patrick Schwarzenegger, I like to keep an eye on this because it's very interesting. At first Maria didn't like Miley, thinking that Miley is going to be the demise of her Patrick, who's a college student who they want to be a politician. Only it's 2014, and I think that and Patrick is also a really good-looking person. And sorry for stereotyping, but this guy looks like he parties on his own. He gets it in. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Plus, he's a Kennedy, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in a way like what we all did when we were 22, right? Right. And,
Miley Cyrus has been blamed for him being, Miley has been blamed for dragging him into the party animal situation. But I've been saying all along, I bet you he probably is a secret partier and has been for years. I bet you there are tricks that this Schwarzenegger kid could teach Miley. Well, it turns out I was correct. Patrick allegedly takes Miley to the strip clubs and pushes her partying to the limits. I'm not shocked. Like I'm not shocked. Like if you think about it, we all get impressed at first because he's a Kennedy Schwarzenegger and he's a nice looking man and he's one of the few, young people who hasn't dyed his hair pink, and he looks nice and normal, but looks can be very deceiving. For instance, this kid is a college student. It's not like he has the same kind of discipline, although he does have that pizza spot at the Grove. He bought a pizza spot at the Grove. That's that outdoor mall, in LA. But you can have people run that, and those few coins that he might have been charged, to open the pizza place are nothing in the big picture of him being an heir to a dynasty. I think that Miley's probably more responsible than this kid, and I'm going to tell you why. Even though she's walking around with clear pants and a tinsel wig, and it looks like he's saying, "Oh my," like he's shocked. I believe the total opposite. First of all, Miley's been a performer. She's 22 now. And so we see like that. Anyway, she's been a performer since she was a little girl with Hannah Montana. She comes from a show business family, and I do believe that she has the discipline to know when to stop partying, to go to bed and wake up early. Don't forget to set your alarm. We hear a lot about Miley, and we say a lot about her, but I've never heard that she's late or a no-show or a mean-spirited person, like disrespectful either to other people or her career. I mean, this costume right here, she was wearing this, she was at that Art Basel, we were talking about that the other day, that big art show in Miami, and she performed, so she's wearing a performance outfit. Now, she did take a long, hard pull on the stage, she did, but this is what, blew it in the air and announced to the people watching her that, she normally doesn't smoke during the week, but she said, but because she's in Miami, she figured it'd be okay. And I'm not saying drugs are right. I'm not saying, hard partying is right. I'm not saying any of the above. All I'm trying to let you understand is that I believe that Miley has a bit of responsibility that we all don't see, but she knows she's not going to let this boy derail her career. Not even if he's you know what I mean? When I was 22, I remember feeling that I would never let a boy derail my career. Well, husbands are a different story. Husbands, no, men are a different story, because sometimes we lose our hearts in relationships if you say you're 37 or something like that. But when I was 22, I was fiercely ambitious, wanting to be this radio personality that I wanted to be. And at that point, I'd already graduated from college. I was on my way to my first job. But I had a boyfriend through my junior and senior year in college. And I knew that I would be breaking up with him in the name of my career. I'm just saying. You need a little boyfriend. It was lonely and cold in Boston. But when I graduated, I already had my first job secured in the Virgin Islands. I worked, a 4-hour radio shift for $3.25 an hour, and I knew there were a few things that I was not going to let stop me in my path. Number one, getting pregnant before it's time. Right? Well, listen. Babies are a blessing, but sometimes you have to squint and see the blessing when you're, But, the other thing is I knew I was making no money at all back then. You use stamps to send stuff. I knew those few coins I was making, I was going to have to use for stamps to send out my tapes to get radio jobs. And then I knew my parents would accept collect calls from me, but I would have time. I didn't have any time for some sappy-hearted boyfriend flying back and forth. Even though I have a soft heart, it wasn't soft back then when it came to my career. My career always came over everything else, you know, which I guess may be why I'm sitting here now. I mean, it's no longer like that. It's no longer like that, but I think that sometimes when girls are really young and they don't have that priority in their minds, because somebody had mentioned it about Miley in my meeting, they said, do you think that she will fall so hard for him that it will begin to affect her career in a negative way? I said, no, Miley's not cut from that cloth. I think that she'll be just fine. Besides, they won't be around next year together, I don't think. This is just a little something, something. All right, let's go on. What a pretty arrangement. It was beautiful. You know, all of our arrangements are always real, in case you're wondering. At home, I love a fake plant. You know, because nobody has time of the day to be pruning and watering.
Can you get Mama and then say that stuff out?
Oh.
other guy, Adrian, didn't even know. He can be in, how do you? You think? It's so really nice. The hardest bag we had to take the food out of it. I did that sandwich. Why do you see it? It's too creative, damn. I'm ready to deny it. I'm on the roll with it. Alright, that's why I'm saying I didn't want to put it back. Come look at what I got, man, so I'm pretty good. Yes, I never got it. Already had calls in the refrigerator, just go with the extra. 2 pins rolled in there.
Okay, guys. Sorry about leaving you guys like that. I'm back. Y'all, can I come back to I'll come back and do the live. Do another one this once I get this computer charged. But I still, like I said in the beginning of the live, I still have a lot to talk to you guys about. Okay, guys, I will be back with some more videos. So make sure y'all hit the like button. Okay. And I have the GTA video coming out as well, guys. So stay tuned for that. Okay. All right. Peace and love, guys. Okay. I'll be back with some more videos. And if y'all have any suggestions, like I said, put them in the comments. Let me know, guys. I appreciate that so much. Hope y'all have a blessed Thanksgiving when it comes. Okay. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace, guys. Peace, everybody. Love y'all. Have a blessed night. And I will be back and I will get much better. I'm getting a lot better at this, guys. So that's why I said don't hesitate to support and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay. All right. Love you guys. Bye, y'all. See y'all in the next one. Next live.